Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anubhuti and I love to talk about everything beauty related. I love to do project panning content here on my YouTube channel because I think project pan has helped me a lot in rotating through my makeup collection and also getting more use out of what I already have. So if those are the things you are interested in, make sure to subscribe before jumping into today's video. So as you know from the title, today I'm here with my March month update for my No Pan Left Behind project pan. If you don't know what No Pan Left Behind is, it is basically a project pan involving eyeshadow palettes. So you randomize a number of eyeshadow palettes and then you have to use each eyeshadow in that palette at least once before you can roll it out of the project. I have been doing this since last year. Last year I was randomizing 5 palettes, but I thought maybe that was too much and I was not able to make such progress on it because I don't wear makeup that often, not on everyday basis at least. So then I thought this year let's try with 3 palettes. So I have posted my introduction in month of February. If you have been watching my videos, you already know that in January I was traveling, so I did not have access to my makeup collection. So then I posted all my project pan intros for 2024 in month of February. So this is my first update. Now let's talk about the palettes in order they were rolled in. So the first palette that was randomized for my No Pan Left Behind project pan was my Pat McGrath Mothership palette in Subliminal. So that is the Mothership one we are talking about. I did have some usage on this one already, and this is how it is looking like. Let's go shade by shade. So I will hold it like this, then you can see it. I have not used this palette a lot, so I will tell you I have used only a couple of shades from this palette, so I will tell you which shades those were. So I have usage on shade number 5, which is this beautiful duochrome shade. This is also a special shade, so this shade has one usage on it. And then shade number this blue shade also has a single usage on it, and also this golden. So these 3 special shades have one usage on it, and I did not reach for this palette much because I was not gravitating towards the cooler tones this month. So I have only one usage in shade number 4, one usage in shade number 5, and one usage in shade number 9. I hope that makes sense. So this is still staying in the project. Now the second palette that was randomized was my Rowan 1111 quad. So I have not used it much before when I moved it into the project, but I have made some great progress on this one. So I will go shade by shade again to tell you the usage on it. So then shade number 1, this has 4 usage on it. Shade number 2 has 2 usage on it. Shade number 3 has 3 usage on it, and shade number 4 has 2 usage on it, which means I have managed to use each eyeshadow at least once. So I have met my goal of No Pan Left Behind on my Rowan 1111 quad. So then this is rolling out. Now the third palette, last but not the least, was my NARS Cool Crush eyeshadow palette, and this is how it looks like. Let's go shade by shade. So shade number 1 has which is this new matte shade. This has 3 usage on it. Shade number 2, which is this pinky champagne shade. Not sure if it is focusing or not. This second shade has 1 usage on it. Shade number 3, which is also this muted champagne shade, this has 3 usage on it. Shade number 4 is another matte, which is skin tone, more of the neutral tone, and this has 2 usage on it. In the second row, first shade, which is like the brown satiny finish shade, this has 2 usage on it. This green beautiful shade has 1 usage on it, which is what I'm wearing in my today's eye look as well. Then the next shade has 2 usage on it, and then shade number 8 also has 2 usage on it. This is also satin finish, which is like beautiful peachy shade. In the last row, the first shade has 2 usage on it, and then the second shade in the last row, it has 2 usage on it. this shade has one usage on it, which is very obvious because I don't reach for warm tones, especially the matte. And then the last shade has also one usage on it. I love this palette because you can get that super blended, easy, neutral look that can go with any outfit. If you want, if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, not able to like understand how to create a look, you can usually just go in the vertical rows and you get 4 looks out of this palette as is. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the vertical. Yeah, so then I'm not sure if you have noticed or not, but each shade has at least one usage on it. So I have also met my goal of no pen left behind on this eyeshadow palette. So yes, 2 rollouts out of 3. I'm super happy. Also, I'm wearing this palette on my eyes today. I love this palette. This is super easy to blend. For example, I wanted to build up the matte to the intensity I want. This is also satiny matte, this green, and then I just took my finger and then just patted the shadow over and it stays, although this shade has fallout. So then I would say if you're using darker shades from this palette, just make sure to do your base in the end. So we have two rollouts, which means we can roll 2 new palettes in. So I have all my palettes in my Tiny Decisions app, and I have a separate wheel for No Pan Left Behind, and I keep removing the palettes that are already done for that particular year. So let me pull out my No Pan Left Behind wheel, and then let's randomize the first palette. Why it's not focusing? Yeah, that is Natasha Denona Zenzo palette. Okay. Then the second one is my Urban Decay Stone Cold Vibes. Super awesome. And then this is so fun randomizing the palettes. I can just keep on going. But those are the 2 palettes. Let me grab those palettes and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back with both the palettes. First palette that was randomized was my Natasha Denona Zendo palette, and this is how the palette is looking like. I have used this palette a lot, especially I reach towards the greens, and you see this is almost the same color story as the NARS palette, which I'm quite happy about, to be honest. But yeah, so that is going to be the first palette. Second palette that I will be working on first is going to be the Pat McGrath, and then the second palette that is randomized today is my Urban Decay Stone Cold Vibes palette, and that's how my palette is looking like. Let me show you like this. And this is such a beautiful palette. If you have seen my favorite spring palette video recently, which I have posted like just before this one, you might have seen that this is also in my spring palette recommendations. So I'm super happy that this is rolled in and I can get some use out of it that way. So yeah, to sum it up, what I will be working on in upcoming months for my No Pan Left Behind. So first palette is still going to be Pat McGrath Mothership 1 palette, just like this. This has only 3 shades that has been used, so then I have to still use 7 shades. Then the second palette that I will be working on will be my Natasha Denona Zendo palette, and this has 15 shades in it, which is a lot. And then the third last but not the least palette is Urban Decay Stone Cold Vibes palette, and this has 12 shades in it. So I do have quite a lot to use. So wish me luck. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Other than that, have a good day, good night, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.